I did a video recently where I put some silky cloth that I found at my mum's. My mum gave it to me into resin and it come out absolutely beautiful. So what I've got hold of here is lots of little scraps of sequin lace. I got these on the internet actually, just as scraps, and I think some of them are absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to try doing it with this because a lot of people ask me what happens to lace in resin, and I had no idea because I've not used it before. So I'm going to try. I've also got some white and some black lace as well. And I thought I'd use the skull molds for the sequiny lace and for some of the black lace, because I know whatever I seem to do with these, they're so popular, they'll always sell. And I thought the white lace I would just try in the little snowman mold. But before I do the snowman mold, what I am going to do is colour his eyes and his nose as if they were pieces of coal, and I'm going to use black mica powder just to give it a bit of a contrast. The rest I'm not going to do anything else with, and that's really easy to do. All I'm going to do is pop my little sponge, makeup sponge applicator in there like that, get in there and put it in there like that. And if I need to tidy up around there where I've been a bit heavy-handed, all I've got to do is go in there with a little micro brush and tidy up those eyes. And what I learned from the last one is less is more. First ones where I tried to cram too much into them, they didn't work out very well. They looked as if I crammed too much into them. It also might help if I had a pair of scissors that could even cut lace, look. So I think I've finally got a pair of scissors that will cut the lace. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look lovely. So that's the amount of lace that I'm going to put in here, and just have it in there loosely like that. Now we'll show you the way that I like to do it to try and prevent as many bubbles as possible. I think the black one in the skull is gonna possibly look really, really gothic. And I might need more than one piece in here. Oh no, I think that actually might be enough because I would still want to be able to see the pattern. In fact, I'll probably lay it kind of flat over the head like that and then bring it forward like that. So it's in there like that. If I need to add more in, I can always add more in. And the sparkly one, I haven't decided which one I want to use yet. So quite like that. I think that will be a nice contrast in that skull, but I don't think the flowers will show up. No, I don't think they will, but I don't care. I'm going to try it anyway. So let's move these so I don't get all resin all over them, because I will use these again. I think I might need a bit more of that black in there. I think I'm going to have a bit, I'm going to get a bigger bit actually. Yeah, that's a bit better. Well, I'm ready to mix my resin up now. I'm going to be using the J Diction UV resistance resin. It gives a 2 times, or you can get a 3 times UV protect resin for this. And it's a 1-to-1 resin, and it's an easy resin to mix up. So I've got my resin mixed up, and what I'm going to do first is pour some into this mold. And now I'm going to put my lace also in here and get that covered, and then I can drop that into there. Push it down. I'll keep pouring it out until I can get it all in. I want to make sure I've got some in the top. Putting some in that top. Okay, I'm happy with that, and now I can put that to one side and let that cure. Then for this one, I'm going to do the same. Probably not going to put quite as much resin in it this time so it doesn't all overflow. Stick my black cloth in there, or my black lace. Oh, there used to be a band of black lace when I was younger. Then I can get that in there, fill that one up. Now I'm going to spread this out a little bit because it's kind of folded in on itself in places, and oh, this is messy. And I don't want it to be folded in like that. I want it to be more open. So let's open it up, fold it in like that. Yeah, that is better. But I do think I still need a little bit more in than that. So I'm going to add that little bit that I cut to start with into there. And that has created quite a lot of bubbles in there, putting that cloth in. But I'm going to let those come up to the top and then burn them off with a long neck lighter. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. So these are all cured now, and I'm actually quite nervous about what they're going to look like inside. So let's have a look. Oh, that one's come out really, really pretty. I like that. And the lace, you can still see a lot of the pattern on that lace. Have a look and see how well it looks if we light it up. Oh yeah, it does look really good. I think that's really cute. Lit up, like a nice little Christmas ornament. And now let's get to the skulls. Now I know as long as these have come out okay, these will absolutely sell. Anything you put in, I find, any skulls, whatever you put in them, people love. I'm not sure whether the dye from that lace has come out or whether I did put too much in, but actually, It is beautiful. You can't see the lace, but you really can see. Oh, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Let's see if it lights up. It does light up a little bit from the bottom, but it is quite solid throughout. So I think maybe the dye has come out of that lace, or it has, no, I couldn't have put that much in. So definitely the dye has run out of that lace. But I do like the skull, and I know 100% that will sell. So the dyed lace that I bought, obviously not colour fast. So let's have a look at this one. Now, I've got a bit of overlap there where it was still sticking out. So all I need to do is go around and trim that up, because I will put a base on this anyway, probably from felt or something like that. But again, that has come out so pretty. I'm not sure if you look at that. Really come out pretty. I love that. Oh, I do like that one. Might have to keep that one for myself. Oh, and it lights up. Awesome. Look at that. Oh, I think I might keep that for my own collection of skulls that I've got. Not going to sell that one. So definitely, they've come out really well. I like them all. I think they're all really beautiful, and this one's just fun. And lace does work. Not so sure about the coloured lace because of it running, but if you want that that effect, then it's come out beautiful. You could get that with a pigment, black pigment, so save you using the lace, but you wouldn't get the gaps and things that you can see in the eyes. There's a gap there, there's another gap coming round in the nose and in that eye. It really does allow it to look a bit different, so you wouldn't get that. Overall, I'm quite pleased with that. So if you're looking to see what comes in my kit, you get this extra large mat like this, and that's the size of the one I'm working on here. It is colossal. You get several pairs of nitrile gloves, always handy. You get pipettes as well. Love these pipettes. As you know, I use them a lot. You get 3 stirrers. You get one of these little silicone brushes, which are great. You also get, so it's never ending. On top of that, you get these, which you've seen me use lots of times. It's great for removing bubbles and doesn't damage any of your molds. You get some of these nice little small measuring cups, ideal for colours, and you get 4 of those. You also get 2 of these smaller mixing cups and 2 of these larger mixing silicone jugs, and they're good quality silicone, and all the measurements are accurate, which is really, really important on all of them. And we're not making any money on this, really. It's just a way of us being able to provide anybody that wants to get on with resin and have good quality tools with the tools that they need. I'm sorry if it keeps going out of stock, but keep an eye out. It does get put back into stock really, really quickly. But the reason it's going out of stock is because it's such great value for money. I can't get it all back in the box. There's so much of it. And I love this big jug. It really does make a lot of resin in there and can save you a great deal of time as well. And it's nice and open, so it's easy to mix. Now, with all silicone, remember to clean it out. Don't leave your resin in there to cure up and that, because it will dry your silicone out and it will make your silicone molds brittle. And wipe your mats over as well once you've finished with them, and you'll get a lot longer life out of your mats. Again, links in the description of this video. Very pleased with that experiment. Love it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Check out the video that I did using the really shiny fabric, because that came out brilliant as well. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.